Today I'm going to show you a quick and easy dish that you can make out of tofu, and it is called Mapo Tofu. Hello again everyone, and welcome back to the Red Gingham. If you are new to the channel, my name is Joy, and in here I show you my recipes on how to transition to a plant-based lifestyle. So for today I'm going to show you how to make Mapo Tofu. First of all, sorry I've been away from the vlog for a while. During the pandemic, it's been difficult for me transitioning into this new lifestyle, our new normal that we have. It's not an easy adjustment. That's why it took me a while to start the vlog again. But anyway, let's go to Mapo Tofu. For today's ingredients, we're going to be using garlic, green onions for garnish, dried chilies, also called chile japones if you go to the international section of your grocery. If you don't have that, if you can't find it, then you can just use pepper flakes like this one. I have here half a block of tofu, this leftover tofu, so I have half a block of that. I'm going to use some onions, maybe a quarter. This is also a leftover onion. I have half left here, but I'm only going to be using half of this, so maybe that will be around a quarter of a medium-sized brown onion. These are yellow onions. Brown onion will do as well. And then I am using a low sodium soy sauce, and then cornstarch to thicken our sauce. Okay, so Mapo Tofu is one of those dishes that goes very well with rice. It is an Asian dish. I believe it's Szechuan originally, but the way I'm going to make it, it's not the authentic one. This is my version of Mapo Tofu. Now, earlier in the video, at the very beginning, I showed you my rice cooker. So if you have leftover rice, I was cooking the rice first before I started making the Mapo Tofu. That way, you know, it's already... the rice is already cooking while I am going to make the Mapo Tofu. And I have here a small bowl of leftover rice. And while the rice is cooking, let me show you. I'm going to, there it is right there, just add this to re-steam that rice. Now this rice was in the refrigerator, so I'm just going to add that there. It gets re-steamed. It's not done cooking yet, so by the time I'm done, that rice would have re-steamed and it will be as good as new. Okay, apologize for the sound. That's the sound of our air conditioning. So my pan is now heated through, so we're going to use just a little bit of oil. I am using canola oil here, since I only used 3 cloves of garlic, so that's really very little. Very little oil, about a tablespoon right there. And we are going to brown our garlic. Smells delicious. You can see that right there. So our garlic is starting to brown. I have it on medium heat, but you know, if you're not comfortable with heat like that and your garlic turns brown quickly, then just start with low heat and slowly build. You don't want your garlic to burn. You just want it to be brown and fragrant. Otherwise, it becomes bitter. Okay, just a little bit more here. Now I'm going to add the onions. And then the tofu. Soy sauce. And water. A little bit more. Now our chili, I'm gonna cut them in half just with my hands, just break them apart for a spicy sauce later on. How much water am I adding? It just depends on how saucy you want it to be. So I'm adding a little bit more. And the reason I'm adding water and soy sauce, because if it's pure soy sauce, then it's going to be very salty. And I don't want it to be very salty. And at this point, you can actually taste it a little bit. Taste your sauce, see if you need more soy sauce or you need more water. Okay, just a tad bit more of soy sauce. So as you know, this is how I cook. I don't really measure. And because tofu is really, you don't really need to cook tofu that much. You really just need to heat it through. So this is going to be very quick and easy. What we need to do next is to thicken this sauce. That's why I have cornstarch here, which I dissolved. I just used about a teaspoon of cornstarch, which I dissolved in about a teaspoon or so of water. So it's very, very little. But let me simmer that so that the pepper will get, so the chilies can get hotter and the tofu can absorb the flavor of the chilies and the soy sauce. So I will simmer that on low heat and we'll come back to it in about maybe 5 minutes. Okay, time to check on our mapo tofu. That looks good. You can stir it, every so often, just so you get an even coating of the sauce on the tofu. Otherwise, one side will be brown and then the other side will be very white, like the real color of tofu. Yeah, this looks good. That only took not even 5 minutes actually. Now I'm ready to thicken the sauce. So I'm just going to pour this while my heat is still on low. Pour the cornstarch mixture and then stir, 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 because it gets thick really quickly. And now it's thickening. And if you want it thicker, I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit and it will thicken faster. But if you're not used to working with cornstarch, start with low heat. Okay, our sauce is thick and we are ready to go. So here's our mapo tofu. So now we are ready to just garnish this with green onions. Okay, that looks delicious. So let's try some of that. Put some of that in my rice bowl right here. Oh, look at that chili right there. I don't eat the chili. That's just for flavoring the sauce. See that green onion right there? I love green onions. So let me put it on my rice. Get some of that thick sauce right there. Put it on the rice. Okay, let's try this. By the way, mapo tofu is usually made with some type of minced meat, like ground pork or ground beef. But this one I'm making right now is meatless mapo tofu. So let's give this a try. Spicy. With white rice, it's really, really good. And the green onion as garnish. Green onion's really, really good. Yum. So I hope you enjoyed today's recipe. As you saw, it was very easy to make. It took me 5 minutes Once I put in when I started the garlic, less than 10 minutes you're done. Actually, it takes longer to prep the ingredients, like chopping the garlic, tofu, and all the other ingredients like the green onion. That takes longer than the actual cooking time. And of course, the white rice that comes with it. So that's it for today's vlog. Remember, it's all veggie, it's healthy, and it's tasty. Thank you for watching The Red Gingham. Till next time, stay healthy.